Good evening. Do you ever get that feeling like as if something just sucked every inch and drop of energy out of you before you have to do something you're not particularly excited or interested in doing? You know those tedious tasks that you know you need to do and that will benefit and you will and will you know those tedious tasks that you know you need to do and will benefit from doing as soon as possible, but you just don't want to do or find very boring. I have for sure. But I noticed that I can't remember the last time I felt like that, or at least it happens very rarely. Now, I have a few hypotheses as to why that is, and I'd like to share them with you in the off chance that they work for you as well. I'm sure everyone watching this could benefit from getting a little bit more of the things they don't want to do but need to do done. Every few weeks or months, depending on how successful I think my weekly routine is going, I'll reassess and I'll try to improve my productivity, i.e., getting the things I want to do done and done well. And I'm part of this process is analyzing what I do on a week to week basis, like training, studying, reading, etc., and assess whether or not I think it's bringing me towards my goals or away from them. I've been doing this for at least the past 5 years, and so I've compiled a list of things that I consider to contribute to being unproductive and detrimental to my goals that I think will also apply to 90% of the people watching this. Now, the first thing that I'd like to mention is games, right? If you still play games, right, and you feel like you procrastinate a little bit in life, you should probably cut them out. Now, let me explain. You know, like you see a lot of this, you have dopamine, right? And you have serotonin, right? And dopamine is released in anticipation of getting something you want. And then serotonin is released when you get it, okay? Now, the problem is dopamine is motivating and serotonin is like relaxing and enjoyable, right? So games are designed to hijack your dopamine system and make you addicted so that you keep like playing it, right? And the problem is then is you end up, you know, they're like the games are designed to be really hard, but just hard enough or just easy enough that it's achievable. So you try really hard and boom, you win. And then what happens is you get that release of serotonin, you feel great, you have that dopamine hit, and you feel satisfied, you feel accomplished. And now, because you feel satisfied and accomplished, you're not as motivated to do anything else, right? But then once that wears off, you start getting that urge of, you know, of dopamine urge again. You want that serotonin release again, right? And then the dopamine kicks in. You know, your mind and your body seeks that game again because that's where it got that release from before. So now it's going back to the game because you know you can get it, right? Where most things in life, you know, like getting your college degree takes 4 years. Getting a new belt in jiu-jitsu takes two years. Um, you know, like losing weight in the gym takes months, weeks. Getting that release in real life takes a lot longer, takes a lot harder. So it's so much easier to that then adds on to the addiction of the game because it's a quick release, you know, but it's just hard enough that it's satisfying. So what's happening is like by playing these games is it makes everything else 10 times more dull, 10 times more hard because it's like when you're doing what you should be doing, you know, what's bringing you close to your end goal, you're doing that right. And it's going well. Then eventually the motivation dies and it gets hard and you start to lose interest. And it's so easy to just boom, go back onto the game. Your brain, like when you clock out, you get that. You're like, no, because you know you can get that good feeling from the game. And so the game steals your attention, it steals your time, it becomes an addiction. So if you struggle with procrastination or not doing what you should be doing, what you know you should be doing, what's actually going to benefit you in the long term, if you're struggling doing those things, if you have any games in your life, you need to cut them out because they're stealing your attention, they're stealing your dopamine, they're hijacking your psychological systems, Just cut it out. Cut it out. I know, like, there's a lot of people out there who enjoy coming home from work, playing a few games, whatever. But realistically, there's something else that you should be doing, and that you could be doing if you weren't addicted to the game. Like, there's better ways to relax and spend your evenings than doing that. That's not going to be as detrimental to your long-term goals as games. So yeah, if you still play games, you care about your future, just cut them out. Cut them out. The negative drawbacks are significantly outweigh the positives. So that's something I've done. I don't play any video games at all. No. Like I used to play games all day, every day, up until about the age of like 16, and then it like slowly decreased over the years to now it's 0. So yeah, cut them out. Another thing is like drinking alcohol. This is another controversial topic. Drinking alcohol is great. It's good fun. It makes socializing easier. It's like a social lubricant. It's great. But it takes like 2, 3, 4 days to recover from. It's expensive. It negatively impacts your health. Like, again, the negative drawbacks of, I'm not going into detail on the alcohol, but the negative drawbacks of alcohol significantly outweigh the benefits. Like, significantly. So again, if you care about your future and your goals, alcohol has to go. It's a worthy sacrifice. Yeah, those are just two major things. There's loads of little things, like putting out unnecessarily healthy food, keeping a consistent sleep schedule and wake schedule. Going to the gym, obviously, is another one. I'm not going into detail here, but those are just a few things. That's just like a thought I had earlier, and I decided I just added it into the video. But yeah, to recap the day went well. I decided to take the day off because my body's in bits. Yeah, I was falling asleep in my second lecture today, so I decided to take the day off training today, come back stronger tomorrow. So yeah, that was that. Just came straight home from college. Just rest, refeed, back again tomorrow. There's no point pushing through because I'm not going to be able to train properly, and then tomorrow I'm going to be even worse. So knowing when to rest and when to push through is key as well. Also, yeah, good day. Not a lot happened, but it was a good day. Yeah, that'll be it for today. Check back in tomorrow after training. Hopefully we feel good in the morning, but we'll see. Right, ciao.